Yes, welcome back to Power Systems 2 online class. That is power transmission system design. So now we are seeing, this is part 4, calculation of inductance for transmission line. It is part 4, not part 3. It is part 4. Okay. So in the previous class, that is uh, in previous class, so we derived the expression for the inductance of the transmission line. Inductance of the transmission line, that is three phase transmission line, we consider, and we derive the expression for when the three lines are symmetrically spaced. When the three lines are symmetrically spaced. If suppose the three lines are unsymmetrically spaced in the sense the distance between the two lines is not same. So for example, this is one line, sorry, yeah, for example, this is one line, this is one line, and this is another line. So when the distance between any two is not same, any two is not same, that means, so let it be, this is d1, d2, d3. When d1 is not equal to d2, d2 is not equal to d3, so then what happened? The inductance of the individual conductors may be different, so it is not same. That is, the inductance of the A, inductance of the B, inductance of the C is not same. Then what is the result? What is the problem? The problem is at receiving end the voltage drops may not be equal. Voltage drops may not be equal. So when the voltage drops are not equal, then what you have to do? What we can do? When voltage drops may not equal, then what you can do? The performance at the receiving end is not good. Why? Because even though with the currents the loads are balanced, but due to the voltage unequal drops, so the problems, that is the regulation, will be changed at the receiving end. Regulation will be increased. When regulation is increased, obviously the performance of the transmission system is also decreased. In order to avoid that, so what we do? So yesterday I stopped one concept. So just I have given one trigger, I have given the trigger for that concept, so which is called transposition. Yes, what is that? Transposition. Yes, what do you mean by transposition? In order that the voltages are equal in all conductors, we generally interchange the positions of the conductors at regular intervals along the line, so that each conductor occupies the original position of every other conductor over an equal distance. Yes, every other conductor over an equal distance. Such an exchange of positions is known as transposition. Just I will show how we do the transposition. So for example, I have the three conductors, that is A, B, C, like this. This is A, and here it is B. This is C. So how we do the transposition? A, B, C. Let A, B, C, A, B, C. And the position is, so let me write. This is the position. Position 1, 2, 3. Position 1, 2, 3. So let us we assume the distance between AC is D2, BC is D1, and AB is D3. That is AC is D2. Let me write here. AC is D2 and AB is D3. And BC is D1. BC is D1. So the next phase. So this is one position. The next what we do in the sense, this is like this. So first I move C here, next A here, then B here. So therefore this will be C A B. Again one more exchange, one more change, that is A C B. This is B C A. Yes, what is this result? If we do like this, the inductance of each line is same. Inductance of each line is same. In order to get the equal inductance for each line, so we are doing the transposition like this. Okay, so now this figure shows a three-phase transposed line having unsymmetrical spacing. Let us assume that each of the three sections is 1 meter in length. Each of the three sections is 1 meters in length. And let us further assume that the balanced conditions for the currents. The currents are balanced. The currents are balanced in the sense IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. That is IA IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. IA plus IB plus IC is equal to 0. So here how we consider IA, because the three phase currents, then how we can consider the three phase currents? The three phase currents may be considered as IA is equal to I at an angle of 0 degrees. This implies I 1 plus J0, 1 plus J0. Similarly, IB is equal to I at an angle of minus 120. Yes, so how you can write this? Minus 120 at an angle, that is I cos minus 120 plus J sin minus 120. That is cos minus 120 is minus 0.5. That is minus 1 by 2. Next minus sin 120. Sin 120 is minus, this here minus is there obviously. J sin 120 in the sense 0.866, that is root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. And similarly, how you write the expression for IC? That is IC is equal to I at an angle of minus 240 or plus 120. This is I cos minus 240 is minus 0.5 minus J sin 240, that is minus into minus plus J 0.866. Yeah, like this we have the values of IA, IB, IC. IA, IB, IC. Already we have the expression for psi A, that is the flux linking with the coil A due to its own current and due to the mutual effect of the currents in B conductor as well as currents in C conductor. Yes, so how we have written the equation for psi A? Psi A is equal to, psi A is equal to mu naught by 2 pi, mu naught by 2 pi 1 by 4 minus ln R into IA plus minus IB into ln D3 minus IC into ln D2. Okay, now in the place of IA, let us we substitute in the place of IA, let us we substitute I at an angle of 0, that is I into 1 plus J0, and in the place of IB, let us we substitute I minus 0.5 minus J 0.866. Yes, and in the place of IC we substitute I into minus 0.5 plus J 0.866. So like that, let us we substitute all these values in psi A equation. Then it will becomes like this. That is psi A is equal to, be patient. Yes, but this derivation is somewhat important. Psi A is equal to, so first I am substitute the value of IA is equal to I at an angle, that is I 1 plus J0, then it will be mu naught by 2 pi 1 by 4 into I 1 by 4 into I minus I into ln R next plus 0.5 I ln D3 next plus 0.866 ln D3. Yes, we substituted IB. Next, now I am substituting IC plus 0.5 I ln D2 minus J 0.866 ln D2. Yes, I hope all of you got the same expression as psi A. Now again we simplify this equation. Such that, so let us we separate real term and imaginary terms. Yes, what are the real terms? This is real term, and this is also real term, this is also real term, this is also real term, and here this is imaginary term. This is imaginary term. So the terms which contains J, so that will be imaginary. The terms without J, that will be real term. So now we separate real terms and imaginary terms. So then it will be, that is psi A is equal to mu naught by 2 pi. So first I am writing the real terms. Yes, what are the real terms? We have 1 by 4 I minus I ln R ln R plus 0.5 ln D3 plus 0.5 ln D2. Yes, all these are real terms. Now I am writing imaginary term. So then let me write plus J plus J 0.866 I ln D3 minus ln D2 ln D3 minus ln D2. Now again I am simplifying this equation. such that, so we have the equation as 0.5 into d3, 0.5 into d2, 0.5 into ln d3, 0.5 into ln d2 can be written as 0.5 into ln d2 d3, because ln a ln b is equal to ln a b, and similarly ln a minus ln b is ln a by b. Okay, just I am writing in the same manner. Therefore psi a is equal to mu naught by 2 pi, and here it is 1 by 4 into I minus I ln r, line I ln r, and plus 0.5 into 0.5 into ln d2 d3 plus j 0.866 ln d3 by d2. So this is the expression. So now how we can write 0.5 ln d2 d3? So here we can write this as psi a is equal to mu naught by 2 pi 1 by I by 4 minus I ln r plus I to ln, so what I can write here, root d2 d3 plus j I 0.866 ln d3 by d2. So this is the expression for psi. Now similarly, still we can reduce this equation. How we can reduce this equation? In the sense, so we bring this ln r to the one term. With ln d2 by d3. So then it will become psi a is equal to mu naught by 2 pi I by 4 plus ln, I is there, I into ln square root of d2 d3 by small r plus j I 0.866 ln d3 by d2. This is the expression for psi a. Now what is inductance of psi a? The inductance of psi a is inductance of a line is psi a flux linkage divided by current. So therefore LA is equal to psi a by I. And if you substitute that, you will get the equation mu naught by 2 pi into all i's will get cancelled. Then what is remaining thing? 1 by 4 plus ln d2 d3 by r plus j 0.866 ln d3 by d2. So this is the expression for LA. Similarly, can write the expression for LB and LC. Yes, we can also write the expression for LB and LC also. Yes, so how you can write? Yes, let me take one once again. And here moreover, if you substitute the value of mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. Yes. Before going to the LB and LC, let us substitute the value of mu naught. That is mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7. Yes. If you substitute that value, LA is equal to, this will become like this, 10 power minus 7. Just to substitute that value, 1 by 2 plus 2 ln d3 d2 d2 d3 under the root by r plus j 0.866 ln d3 by d2. So this is the final expression for LA. And similarly, can you write the expression for LB and LC? LB and LC, yes, here you can write LB and LC as LB is equal to, here also 10 power minus 7, 1 by 2 plus 2 into, just to derive this equation, don't write directly, derive the expression and write here 2 ln d1 d3 under the root divided by r plus j root 3 by 2. So already we have taken the 2 as common, so therefore it will become 1.732. I think in the LA we have written 0.866. It is not 0.866, it is 1.732. Sorry, root 3 value is 1.732 because root 3 by 2, in the case of root 3 by 2, 2 we have taken as common, 1 by 2 we have taken as common. Just to correct it, LA value is, here J term is not 0.866, J term value is 1.732 ln d1 by d3. Okay. Similarly, what is LC? LC is, yes, let me write once again. LC is yes, LC is equal to 10 power minus 7 1 by 2 plus 2 ln d1 d2 under the root divided by r plus j 1.732, this is root 3 ln d2 by d1. Yeah, these are the three expressions we have, that is LA, LB, LC. Now we need to find what is the total line inductance, that is single line, a total 3 lines inductance. 3 line inductance is, so here we can write L is equal to LA plus LB plus LC. Then inductance of each line is L1 is equal to L2 is equal to L3 1 by 3 into L, 1 by 3 into L, that is 1 by 3 into LA plus LB plus LC. Yes, if you do that, you may get the inductance per each line. Inductance of each line is, this inductance of each line is 0. All j terms will be cancelled. 0.5 plus 2 ln cubed root d1 d2 d3 divided by r. This equation is Henry into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter. Henry per meter. So here here let us we take d is equal to cubed root d1 d2 d3 cubed root d1 d2 d3. Yes, cubed root d1 d2 d3 is considered as self GMD. Self GMD is this. What is mean by GMD? Geometrical mean distance. Geometrical mean distance. So which is considered as GMD. So D is taken as GMD. So or we can also write D by R, where D is GMD and R dash is GMR, as we discussed in earlier. Yes, dm is there, ds is there. Yes, now let us we solve one problem. Yes. Let's read the problem. A single phase transmission line has two parallel conductors 3 meters apart. The radius of each conductor being 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. So then calculate the loop inductance. Per kilometer length of line if the material of conductor is first one is copper and second one is steel with relative permeability 100. Copper and steel with relative permeability of 100. So that is, this problem is given two cases. That is, the first one is copper you need to take, second one is steel you need to take. But here he did not given any permeability of copper. He has given the permeability for steel. So therefore for copper conductors we can take mu r is equal to 1. So basically what is loop inductance? LA is equal to, or L is equal to 10 power minus 7. So let me take L. L is equal to 10 power minus 7, that is 1 plus 4 ln d by r. Yeah, this is the formula. So here 1 is due to the relative permeability, we assume as 1, that is mu r value. So but this term is mutual. So mutual in the sense already out of the surface in the sense which is in the air. So air in the sense the mu r value is 1 only. So therefore where you need to put the value of mu r, the mu r value is the mu r value has to be put at 1. So therefore L is equal to 10 power minus 7 mu d by r. Okay, I hope you got this equation. That's mu r plus 4 into ln dy. So can you tell me why the mu r is not along with this term? Because this term is mutual. So mutual in the sense the out of the conductor surface. Out of the conductor surface we are taking. Out of the conductor surface in the sense other conductor is in the air gap. Other conductor is in the air. In the air the value of mu r is 1. So therefore we have taken like this. Okay, now you solve the problem and post your answer in the chat box. So based on your answer I will give the attendance. Yes, thank you for watching this. And I think you have still time is there, so during this time you can do the derivation. So whatever I skip, so there you can do the derivation, and if you have any doubts you can ask me.